Good afternoon. Welcome back to a brand new video. And if you hadn't already guessed, we're in Saltaire, just outside Bingley, near Bradford. This is a one-of-a-kind place. It was built entirely by one guy, Saltaire Salt, and that's his statue back there. We're just in the old Victorian parks. Gonna have a look around. Shot a bit of B-roll already to do a voiceover of the history, which I'll put in away. It's quite busy, so I don't want to be talking to a camera while there's lots of students and people walking about. We'll have a look at the mill. We'll have a look at his legacy and what he left behind. Sorry about the hair. I've just been wearing a hat. So, yeah. We're going to go to the top floor as well. There's a bit of an art installation up there now. So, we're going to have a look at that. See the roof rafters and the cast iron beams. What makes up the mill roof. And just generally have a look around. It's a really interesting place. It's, when I say one of a kind, I mean one of a kind. It's the closest you'll ever be to stepping back into a Victorian town, village, that you can ever get to without going to a museum like Beamish or the Living Victorian Museum down near, I think it's Stoke. Not much has changed. All the mill houses are still here. He built the church. He's built the mill, the canal, the railway came through. They did build the railway, but built it next to the railway for that simple reason they could ship goods in and out. And he built a college as well, and all the shops and everything. It was a self-contained town. On your left, John Bray. And he also built the park, all for the benefit of his workers. He really tried to look after his workers. They got like free roam, free use of the canal, walking up and down, rest and relaxation in the parks. Quite a major industrialist and a man of his time. Born in 1803, and I think he passed in 1876. So everything you've seen here is nice and old. Right, let's crack on. So we're down under canal, and we're between the old mill and the new mill. This new mill, there's no date on when it was built, but it looks around 1900, 1910, whereas the old mill obviously built a little bit before that. We know he died in 1876, so it's probably around 1850. We'll get some more datage on it. But you had look at that, reflections, flat calm. Try and get you down there.
What year did Doc Brown there?
Look at that for a shot. Footage. Yeah, so you'd have had railway in, railway out for goods. You'd have had canal in, canal out for goods, and then you'd have had the road, which took you up back to the cities, Leeds and Bradford. All three. Obviously, the roads would have been at a later date, but definitely canal and railway at the time. Canal being the first one, loading cotton in and out. And then obviously onto the railways and onto the roads as trucks and vehicles became more prevalent. Yeah, stunning area. Just look at that view, beautiful. Right, we're going to work our way back up the main street, main drag, Victoria Road. We'll have a look at some mill cottages. We'll have a look at the old chapel, which he built for his family and himself, so he could go to church on a Sunday, and then whatever else he's built up there. And then we'll have a quick tour around the mill, because we've all seen the antique centre, but there's a lot more. So this is the chapel. They started work on this in 1856, and it was opened and dedicated to the glory of God in 1859. Titus paid £16,000 and he's interred here along with family members on the south side of the nave. Before its construction, congregation gathered in temporary accommodation as early as 1854, so it took 2 years to like plan and sort and get ready. And it's grade 1 listed, so it's maintained by the goodwill and generosity of the public. Yeah, so everything you see, it's upkept. We'll have a walk around and see, get a closer view. Put you back on normal view, and then lovely grounds. There's a war memorial over there as well. It's an absolutely stunning building, but I don't know if it's open today. It's had a little bit of bad luck as well. We've just been talking to a couple, and the mill's closed Monday, Tuesday. I really should have done my own work, shouldn't I? And I'd have done that, but I can film whatever I need to do today. I'll go back another day and finish this video off. So if you do see like a jump cut or some continuity errors, then you'll know why. I'll get you on an extended pole. There you go. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. You've got towering top, and you've got like it's almost like a grey mesh you can see through. It's not windows, it's like a metal. It's like metal work. Absolutely stunning church. But yeah, they open it more Sundays. So if you want to come and have a look inside, you can do. It's a couple of pictures. I want it. It's like an information board outside. There's a picture of it indoors. So look at that. Fantastic. Very Roman column-esque. Is it Greek? Are they Greek or Roman? Let me know. We'll have a look round here. I think this is the Lady Chapel on the side. Oh, that could be where he's interred. On the east side. Yeah. And the way the sun hits it every day just illuminates that lovely stonework. You can see this for like miles from the area. It's absolutely stunning. Really nice bit of architecture. We'll go and have a look at the Victoria Centre soon as well. But I think that's part of the college now, so we might not be allowed in. But yeah, I don't think it's open. We're going to have a look, but I doubt it. Like I say, everything's just completely self-contained. Yeah, it's locked. There you go. Through the people. It's just got a really nice vibe. I always enjoy coming to Saltaire. I think it's because it's like I say, it's the closest you can get to being back in an old Victorian setting. Obviously, you've got your modern cars and you've got your modern amenities, but the fabric of the place is all still here, unchanged. It's a World Heritage Site, so they can't change it. You can't have satellite dishes on your house. Anything that alters, you need planning permission for double glazing. Anything that alters the appearance of the area, you need to have a special permission to do. It's a shame that'll shut. Open more Sundays though. But yeah, I'm gonna have to come back on another day, and we'll go right through the mill. We'll have a look at the grounds and stuff. But today we'll have a look at the settings in the village around Saltaire Mill or Salts Mill. Absolutely brilliant place. I love being here. Just feels right. It's got a really nice vibe to it. Anyway, I'm going to stop jibber jabbering on. We'll have a walk up and look at these mill houses, cottages. And that's the church interior. It's a very bad picture, but you kind of get the gist. Big organ at the bottom.
Did they have a lens flare up?
Looks like it, doesn't it? I think that is his tomb there, you know, where he's interred on the side of there.
All
Said on the east side, and there's not one on the west side. So that must be it. Right, we're going to have a little walk down one of the side streets now. We're going to have a look at some the mill workers' cottages. I'll get you on the extended pole. If you've noticed already from the B-roll, all the streets have names. Victoria Street, Caroline Street, William Street, Arthur Street, Henry Street's coming up here. They're literally all named after his family. His daughter, his wives, his sons, his nieces, his nephews, his grandchildren. You've got Ada Street, and all these houses are built the same. They're all the same design. Street after street. Love a good back street, mate. All old cast iron, engineering, stonework. But they're all built for the workers in the mills at one point. Look at them, just row after row. All the same. So, what you can't tell from here is you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 streets, 7 rows, top and bottom. There's George Street down there, there's Helen Street, there's Ada Street. Yeah, and all named after his family and friends. Right, let's have a look at the main road now, where we'll find the Victoria building, and I think the old college. So here's the old school building. You've got the crest, Titus Salt's family crest, just above the door, and the old bell. That would have rung when it's time to go to school, and time to think about joining back in school for your break times. And then we have the Victoria building. Absolutely stunning bit of architecture. And there's lions, you'll notice. There you go. Bit of entertainment for you. Yeah, carved lions on all 4 corners. There's one under there, just under the tree. And there's another one just down there, sat in the sunlight. All majestic. Lockwood. No, that's not named after a family member, and neither is Lower School Street. But this one, you can have weddings here, parties here, meetings, kind of like a office space. I think it's also utilised by the sorry for them cars to go. Utilised by the university as well, which is what the old school building now does. Absolutely fantastic architecture. Let's go on. Let's go and see if we can have a look inside. Saltaire was commissioned in 1851 by Sir Titus Salt, a leading industrialist in the Yorkshire woolen industry. The name of the village is a combination of the founder's surname and the name of the river. Salt moved his business, 5 separate mills, from Bradford to this site near Shipley to arrange his workers, and to this site his large textile mill by the Leeds and Liverpool Canal and the railway. Salt employed the local architects Francis Lockwood and William Mawson. Similar, but considerably smaller, projects had also been started around the same time by Edward Ackroyd in Copley and by Henry Ripley at Ripleyville. The cotton mill village of New Lanark, which is also the World Heritage Site, was founded by David Dale in 1786. Salt built neat stone houses for his workers, much better than the slums of Bradford. with tap water, bathhouses, a hospital and an institute for the recreation and education, with a library, a reading room, a concert hall, billiard room, science laboratory and a gymnasium. The village had a school for the children of the workers, almshouses, allotments and a park and a boathouse. Recreational initiatives were also encouraged, such as the establishment of a drum and fife band for school-aged boys and a brass band, precursor of today's Hammond Saltaire band, for men of the village. With the combination of the quality housing, employment, recreation, education facilities and social services of the modern town, represented a landmark example of enlightened 19th century urban planning. The building phase was nearly completed. In 1871, the census from that year shows that Saltaire had 800 dwellings, 755 houses and 45 almshouses, which contained 4,389 people. In October of 1872, Saltaire, along with Deanclough Mill in Halifax, were featured highlights of the Japanese government's Ikawara mission tour of modern industrial Britain. Sir Titus died in 1876 and was interred in a mausoleum adjacent to the Congregational Church. When Sir Titus Salt's son, Sir Titus Salt Jr. died, Saltaire was taken over by a partnership which included Sir James Roberts from Haworth. Roberts had also worked in wool mills since the age of 11 and had a significant business interest in Russia and spoke Russian fluently. Roberts came to own Saltaire, but chose to invest his money heavily in Russia, losing some of his fortune in the Russian Revolution. He endowed a chair of Russian at Leeds University and bought the Brontius Haworth personage for the nation. He is mentioned in T.S. Eliot's The Wasteland. Roberts is buried at Fairlight, East Sussex. His legacy can still be seen in Saltaire. He named Roberts Park to the north of the river after his son when he gave it to Bradford Council in 1920. Saltaire Village remained under the ownership of the mill until it was sold by Messrs. Salts Limited to the Bradford Property Trust Limited on the 31st of July 1933. In October 1933, the new owners came to the arrangement with Shipley Urban District Council to carry out improvements including the renewal of gas services, provision of mains electricity, along with sewage and sanitary improvements. This included a comprehensive scheme to eliminate the wastewater laboratories and the old type of coal store to erect new in their places. The full scheme included the removal of 43 houses to open out certain parts of the village. In December 2001, Saltaire was designated a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. This means that the government has a duty to protect this site. The buildings belonging to the model village are individually listed, and the highest level of protection given to the Congregational Church, which is listed Grade 1. The village has survived remarkably complete, but further protection is needed as the village is blighted by traffic through the Aire Valley. An important east-west route, a bypass is proposed to relieve the traffic pressure. Roberts Park, on the north side of the river, suffered from neglect and vandalism, but has been restored by Bradford Council. B-roll, get some B-roll. I'm still filming, by the way. Great big doors, great big wooden doors. And into Victoria Building. Look at this. You've got that family crest. Quid non Dio Juvante. Brilliant. York Room, Delroom, and Glen Room. Cleaning in progress. Oh, look at this, guys. Keep my voice down 1 minute. That's not 1.7. Proper old Victorian ballroom. Art Deco light, so. Look at that light coming through. It's fantastic, isn't it? There's a gallery as well. There's a guy in there. I don't even know if we're supposed to be in here. We've just walked straight in. We hadn't asked any permission about. Yeah, it's like a big grand gallery up there. Absolutely fantastic. Huge old staircases. And another bust of Tiberius up there. There you go. Right. I'm going to try and find somebody. See if I can get a shot from that tower overlooking Saltaire in the mill. I won't be a minute. Right, so yeah, I found just disturbed a lady working in her office, and she's let us up to the upper ballrooms. Let's look out the window. What can we see? Well, spotted something straight away. This one, I don't know if you remember, it's one of my first videos. It was an underground reservoir, and me and Suggy, Simon Sugden, we went up there, took some photographs, explored it. But from here, you get an absolutely cracking view of Salt's Mill. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Chimney in there. And right across all the way through. We'll go through the front window in a minute. We'll have a look down the main street. Just look at these guys. Massive old ballrooms. Huge spaces. We couldn't go in the tower, unfortunately, because you've got to go through a boiler room to get there. Health and safety won't allow it, which is understandable. But yeah, you can see the air valley perfectly behind, and that's where we are today, just situated there. So he's like I say, he's built all this right in the air valley. You've got river links, you've got canal links, railway links. Perfect spot, really. But yeah, I feel a bit privileged to be up here actually. Did she tell you where I were?
Yeah, she's not.
Is she not?
She's not little pink bell tower, though, is she?
No. Health and safety. You can see that underground reservoir from here. See on the where phone masts are, right at the back.
Yeah.
That's the underground reservoir.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't know. Let's get.
What rooms, isn't there?
There isn't
Gym
there?
downstairs, is there?
Is there?
Yeah.
Got a lift as well. So the room. Got a big glass dome. Toilets, aren't there? Eh? Yeah. Tiberius salt. Titus. Presented to Sir Titus Salt. Crow Nest by 2296 subscribers, 1871.
YouTube,
Yeah, they must have done.
You got 296 subscribers, have you?
I know.
Tell them. Hey,
Yeah, where's my subscribers?
it's you. Like and subscribe. Every time the salt's been dead 300 years, it's got more subscribers, isn't it?
Crazy, isn't it? Yeah, we'll have a look at one more ballroom downstairs and then we'll head out because parking time's nearly up. We were gonna nip round and park at the mill and then do the mill from there, but that's good with my plans for today. But yeah, big grand staircase. It's down another floor as well, almost like the basement level.
There's a gym down there. Big gym.
Yeah, you can
Can
see
you get through them double doors up there?
yeah, you can. It's up by that lift where we've just been. But she said they're cleaning up there, so we couldn't go in. But we could film it from down here. You've got, like I say, the Grand Gallery up there. They would have had a theatre nights here and plays, and like I say, it was all self-contained, all for the privilege of the workers. Relax and rest and entertainment, fishing, walking, parks, healthcare. They had it, shops, everything. Shops. Get a cup of tea while we're here. And then the last ballroom of the Victoria Hall. Get some brilliant reflections off window there.
Oh, yeah. It's better off
You
camera.
can see it on camera, yeah, but you can't really see it with naked eye. But yeah, that's it. That's the Victoria building, Victoria Hall building, where they would have done plays, galas, ballrooms, anything special.
Did you have craft fairs here?
They do.
Mm.
Crafty buggers. Yeah. Brilliant. Right, so day's coming to a close. Unfortunately, we couldn't get in the tower up there. Health and safety, boiler rooms, we weren't permitted. Probably could if you had planning permission or permission prior, but we didn't. We just rocked up on chance, just chanced it, and we got in. Got Upper High School Street here as well. But yeah, might have to do a part two, and part two will be the mill in its grounds. This is the village of Saltaire, and I'll roll the B-roll, and I'll do some chatting and overlay it. And these were made by a sculptor in London called T. Milnes. All these lions, they've all got different poses.
They model on the ones on there.
And then this one is the last one, Titus Street. I think the bigger houses were reserved for his foremen and managers, people down the mill. You could just see how far it goes down there, right into distance. And then the same again that way. All these little cottages. He's actually built a hospital up there as well. Sir Titus Salt's Hospital and a church. Yeah, like I say, it literally had everything you could want in a town, completely self-sufficient, all for the good of its workers. Makes them more productive, I suppose. Better work ethic, happier staff, more production, and that's probably why a reason it was one of the richest cotton mill owners in England at the time. So thanks for watching part one. Stick around for part two, where we explore the mill, and I'll have my wife with me on this one.